What is the best compliment you've ever received at work? I work in healthcare and one of my patients told me she sleeps more peacefully at night knowing I'm there. This will never leave me. Yesterday, I met one of my old reports at the office. He said, "Can you just be my boss again?" A final walkthrough inspector told me if my name is on the job he just signs off on it, because I'm a perfectionist and he can concentrate on jobs that he knows are going to be trouble. I replaced a very popular employee and was told former employee was well liked for being so social, but you get shit done. You really are everything you presented in your interview. 22 raise. Something along the lines of I know you're overwhelmed and stressing out, but you keep it together well and keep going. In regards to working in the part of the kitchen I had zero experience with. We'd be fucked if you ever leave. I was told I always had a lovely smile on my face and seemed so happy I cried afterwards because I hated that place. But I worked with children and people with disabilities, so it was nice to know that they didn't know I hated it their elmo. You do noticeably less than anyone else employed here, and you give off the air that you don't actually want to be here. My boss's boss told me that my shift reports are so thorough that he printed one out and brought it to the other houses as an example of what he wants shift reports to look like. That made me proud. I actually had this written on one of my yearly evaluations, "You're an asshole. But without you, our group wouldn't be nearly as productive and successful as it has been." A teenaged girl and her mom were dining at the restaurant I was working at the time. The mom told me that her daughter said I reminded her of an MTV video girl. I wasn't sure what that meant, so I asked and she said you just have a lot of confidence. I think about this all the time. You saved my life, psych nurse. I got promoted twice for a total of 4 years earlier than expected. Basically doubled my income in 3 instead of the scheduled 7 years. I was about 13 working at my first job in a restaurant. It was my second day, and a customer told me I was doing an incredible job. I cried. I'm a pretty hairy guy. I'm Italian, so one day I decided to do something about it. I shaved my full body bow to stern. I was smooth as a fucking dolphin. The next day at work, my boss told me that he has never seen such an undisgusting looking person before. He said he was very impressed with the initiative that I took to improve my appearance. Made me feel really good about myself. You're the best boss I've ever had. 5 or 6 times over multiple postings. Was a Snowcat operator and the only female on my team. My boss came up to me and said, "You're schooling these guys." A couple months ago. You're a good leader and you're an asset to the company and we'd hate to lose you. This would matter more if last year I had gotten more than a 40-cent an hour pay raise and had actually gotten a pay raise this year. Yes. My resume is out there and the moment I get a higher paying job I am done.